What's happening, everybody? Ryan Thomas, live on the Thomas Take Sports Podcast, coming to you live from the Jeep. I'm driving. I'm making things happen today, per usual. And in the midst of me running my errands and living the daily rigmarole that is the life of RT, the life of the Thomas Take, we got a lot of news to talk about, and it's news that I definitely feel I need to address right out of the gate, uncut, unauthorized. I like to do these. I like to get these out as quick as possible. My take on Johnny Manziel finally admitting his faith in joining the Canadian Football League. Johnny, there is no harm, no foul in making this decision for your career. Ultimately, this path has proven, not once, but twice, at least with two high-profile quarterbacks, I'd like to think, that this path has actually worked with Doug Flutie and Warren Moon. The latter is actually enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. You can go to Canton and see his bust for yourself. Warren Moon, his journey to glory went through Canada, as did Doug Flutie's redemption tour. The first pit stop was in Canada. So Johnny Manziel and all the Johnny Manziel haters out there, this is an okay step, if not the best step, in the right direction for Johnny Manziel's career, due to the fact that Johnny Manziel probably would not have been given the opportunity to start on an NFL roster in 2018, that is, if an NFL team was even interested, which it appeared that there were no teams interested in the services of Johnny Manziel or in the Johnny comeback in 2018. I'm very excited for Johnny Manziel because I do think this gives him the ample opportunity to play, and it also will allow him to show his skill sets, being that the CFL, compared to the NFL, has many different rules that most people don't know about. 3 downs, there's a lot more passing, there's a lot more running. Johnny Manziel is set to ball out in the Canadian Football League. Make no mistake about it, mark my words. Whichever team he will be playing for, I've heard Hamilton, I've heard Montreal. Either way, I don't care. Johnny Manziel will shred the CFL and start his redemption tour the same way Warren Moon did and the same way Doug Flutie did. They couldn't get the shot back into the National Football League. Well, the CFL welcomed them with open arms, and there they were, slinging that ball for that Grey Cup. Doug Flutie did it a time or two, and I believe Warren Moon did it a time or two as well. So, very excited for the CFL. I think this is going to give them a big star that they desperately need. And it's going to allow Johnny Manziel, who is still young, might I add, still very young, it's going to allow Johnny Manziel an opportunity to get back into the NFL with his high-profile play. And there's a lot of politically correct people out there that say, well, you shouldn't have been given an opportunity to play at all. No league should have given him that chance. That's fair. That's your opinion. That's fine. That's the opinion that you have, that's fine. But let's really take a step back before we jump to conclusions and say that Johnny Manziel does not deserve a chance at all at playing professional football, whether it's in Canada, whether it's on Pluto, whether it's on Mars, whether it's on, in the NFL or the XFL 2.0, as I like to call it. Mike Vick, Mike Vick abused animals, had his own dog fighting ring, whether he grew up in that or not. He did his time and got another shot. Some people said even though he did his time, that it wasn't good enough. I can point to so many other examples of saying that guys got a second chance when they shouldn't have gotten a second chance, or not. I thought Mike Vick should have got a second chance, but guys that have gotten a second chance that some fans out there believe that there's room for debate as to whether they should have. That's what I'm alluding to. And in case you don't know, this is the land of second opportunities. This is the land of second chances. Apparently Canada is too, because Canada's given more second chances to NFL quote-unquote washouts than any other league. And you can contribute or attribute those reasons to the fact that the CFL has needed star power, which Johnny Manziel definitely gives that to them. You can also attribute it to the fact that he will fit that league. His skill set of rolling around, extending plays, making plays happen will work in this league because his skill set is very similar to that of a Doug Flutie, to a Jeff Garcia, to a Warren Moon, of making things happen on the fly. And those of you that say that Johnny Manziel doesn't deserve a second chance at the young age of 25, 26 years old, you're sorely, grossly mistaken. Did he make some mistakes? 100%. And in comparing other situations, I've heard this one too. I've heard, well, Johnny Manziel's coming into the CFL, but Colin Kaepernick won't get another chance. Okay, you might be right on that, but they're two different people. They're two different situations completely. Do I think both of them should be given a shot? 100%. I'm a second chance guy. I'm all about that, giving people opportunities to better themselves, to prove themselves. But owners, multi-billionaire owners, have other reasons as to why Colin Kaepernick should not get a second chance. They can't endorse that. And there's other political reasons that I'm not going to get into because it's a waste of time, really, and it's not what it's about. It's not what it should be about, but it is. We all know that. We all know that. I think Colin Kaepernick should be wearing an NFL uniform. I think Johnny Manziel should be wearing an NFL uniform. But I understand why they're not, and you should too.